Hi, welcome to Merry Christmas Countdown. My name is Patricia Rawlinson, and today I'm going to show you how to do this very simple and fast project that would be awesome for your children or your grandchildren or nieces and nephews. Just an awesome way. There's a magnet and you can count down all the way to number 1 or down to 25, whichever way you want to do it. And so that's a snowflake, and that just moves along with a magnet on the back side and a magnet on the back of your snowflake. We've got stencils that we've used, but the pattern is included, so whichever way you want to paint it, I hope you enjoy. Okay, we're going to do a really fun and simple Christmas countdown. We're going to use Ultra Blue Deep, and I based my board one time, and then we're going to re-wet the board. And it's summertime, which is the perfect time to be painting for Christmas time. Keeps you cool. But that means you have to move a little bit quicker, so make sure if you're drying too quick, you can go ahead and give yourself just a little spritz of water just to keep everything loose and wet. Yep, totally season up here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and spritz it with water again. Keep everything alive. Then I'm going to pick up white. We're going to make this wonderful little just kind of faux finish. Slip slapping. Slip slapping is where you just kind of make a series of X's. And I'm using an oval glaze, so my brush is oval this way and it's tapered this way, which means that I won't get stop and start marks. And as I come out to the edges, I feather my touch just a little bit, and I might lay my brush down. I can pick up some more of my dark. And I'm leaning back away from my project so that I can kind of see what's going on. Okay, and then I blot my brush, and now I start just softening, blending. Pick up a little bit more and bring it up here. Pick up my blue. See where these things are going to go this way, so just maybe a little bit more the white. Let's work that white down. And I'm drying up. So I always blot it off to make sure that I'm not just creating a big mud pie I'm not wanting to mix my colors. I'm wanting to create a kind of an interesting background. I'm losing paper towel space too here. Okay, I think we're going to go with that and get it dry. Okay, so now I've got a little bit of rough texture, so I'm just going to use a sanding disc to take that down. Okay, now that we've got our moon on there and it's dry, by the way, it's gray sky, we're going to use a dome brush and dry rub some moon glow, I guess. And we want it to kind of look a little bit like clouds and stuff like that, so let's just go ahead and just dream away, really dreamy. And we'll switch into the front of the moon with some white. And so we want that edge to just kind of disappear. And so what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to have Santa and the word be in dark in front of the moon. Go ahead and do all the edges of the moon. Okay, so we'll just increase the strength. We'll switch to some white. And so now what we'll do is we'll just bring it increase the strength next to the edge. And maybe a little bit more. And maybe just kind of really strong in front. Okay, and then I think we need to take any kind of snowflake stencil, and I think I'm going to want one with various sizes. Let's see what we get here. Off the edge. Kind of fun. And we'll come over here with a little bit of this one. And maybe a couple of little guys. Now I want to dry off my brush, and I want to just scumble. Like they're like falling snowflakes. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just add this real soft in the background. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my countdown just to see what my contrast gets. So I'm going to do the numbers strong, and then I'm going to rub the outline shape. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and scumble on my band. And this will just make this be a little bit more faint, soft. Okay, we're going to take the white and we're going to dream down through right on through to the 25th. Actually, maybe we'll make that be a little bit stronger right there. Santa's leaving his little trail of magic dust. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of Payne's Gray and we'll thin it. Use a round brush, and we're going to go right on next to our letters. A nice wide stroke, and do some drop shading. And that just adds depth into the letters. Okay, so we're going to use some Payne's Gray, and we're going to add our Merry Christmas word. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to like it, but I'm going to attempt to go into the brighter blue next. Just kind of up the middle. Just kind of thought these letters would be a little bit lonely looking, just with Payne's Gray. Scumble across that. Now I'll go into some white, and it'll be dirty brush. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of blending. Tell you, there's nothing nicer than doing a word like this with a stencil. It's very difficult to do without a stencil. Okay, now we'll go into that middle blue. Kind of dry it off. Kind of split the difference. Might need to go into that blue and kind of come up from the bottom. Make it a little bit brighter blue. We'll see how this blends with the background. It might not be a good idea. A little bit brighter over here on the side. And maybe a little bit brighter all the way across the top. Juicy brush. it back down. There we go. It's pretty special. Now we need Santa Claus. Let's see, are we done with our moon? I think we need to do some spattering. So let's get a white Wonder Brush and add some snow. I'll use the back end of my palette. Okay, and then we'll add some dark, so we'll do some of the bright blue. Just kind of through the middle. Do a little bit of the dark. So I've got some media fluid acrylic paint, and these are transparent paints with without any fillers and stuff, so they're really transparent, and that means that they glaze beautifully. You can mix them, you can use them with acrylics, all that kind of stuff. But I was thinking it would be kind of interesting to add just a little bit of this pop of teal in our very blue and white project. It adds just a little bit of just dreaminess to everything. Makes it a little bit colder. So see how you can just go right over everything and just bring it up, go into okay, I'm digging that. Tint a few of our snowflakey poos up there. Let's go ahead and put, not sure if I'm ready to put Santa on there or yet or not. Okay, so I think what I want to do is take a couple of snowflakes. So I've got to keep the glitter out of this area down here. So I think what I want to do is put a couple of snowflakes, because we're going to have our great big white date magnet. Okay, let's see. Thinking my way through it. Okay, I'm going to use some modeling paste. I've got just the white modeling paste, and you can tint this if you want to. And I've got this nice fat palette knife, which is really wonderful for applying the paste. Okay, and so what I want to do is I want to bring a couple of little snowflake things down here where they're not going to be in the way. I'm just going to layer them with the modeling paste. I'll lift up, and then we want to immediately, I've got this wonderful glitter mix, which I'm going to use with the little glitter tray. You can just pick it up with your fingers and just splash some on there. It's got all kinds of sizes, which makes it kind of really magical looking. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a really good sparkle. Okay, so I got that one done. I want to be careful not to let my stencil dry. And I think what I want to do is come right up top. I've managed to get stuff on the back of my stencil. Come right up top and do the same thing to this puppy up here. Here, get it lined up. Almost, there we go. Just adds that little bit of framed awesomeness, and you lift straight up if you can. I kind of like that that's going in front of that Christmas word. And then we'll do the same thing to the top of our snowflake. I'll just go ahead and give it a little frost. Except for now I'm frosting inside. Don't give it a frost, because then you'll be picking all the stuff out just like I'm doing right now. So what I'll have to do is sponge it on. Okay, so I'll just pick some of this up and just apply it. And glitter. And we let everybody dry. And wash your stencil right away. Okay, I'm chewing myself out for putting that snowflake glitter on right now, because it's going to make my closing just a little bit more complicated. However, so what I'm going to do is center this little dude. And then we'll go ahead and I've mixed just some Payne's Gray with the gray sky. And as you switch to this back area where it's getting darker, you could switch to a little bit heavier with the Payne's Gray. The trick to nice stenciling is to go ahead and blot on a paper towel before you do it. Alright, let's get this last reindeer through the glitter. Well, I was going to glitter Santa Claus, but I think I'm not going to glitter Santa Claus. Let's take a look and see what we think. Yeah, I think glitter would be just a little bit too busy, and we've got this glitter over here, so I'm just going to leave that. But I do think I need Santa to be just a teeny bit darker. Maybe a little bit more. Working dirty brush, the colors are blending together. There we go.